Right now, I am going to discuss the outline of 5 kingdom system of classification which was proposed by R.H. Whittaker. The first criteria was organization of the cell, there are two types of cellular organization, prokaryotic and eukaryotes. On this basis, Whittaker formed the first kingdom, kingdom Monera. In kingdom Monera includes all prokaryotic organisms. So, rest of the 4 kingdoms will contain only eukaryotic organisms. The second criteria was complexity of organism's body. Whittaker's second criteria was complexity of organism's body. There are two types of complexity. One is called unicellular, another one is called multicellular. So, for unicellular organisms, Whittaker forms the second kingdom. Second kingdom was Protista. So, in kingdom Protista, eukaryotic, unicellular organisms are included. So, unicellular organisms will not be found anywhere other than the kingdom Protista. Now, Whittaker used his third criteria, and third criteria was mode of nutrition. Basically, there are two kinds of modes of nutrition. One is called autotrophic, another one is called heterotrophic. This heterotrophic mode of nutrition again divided into two parts, that is called absorption, ingestion. And on the basis of this third criteria, that is the mode of nutrition, Whittaker formed rest of the 3 kingdoms. In autotrophic mode of nutrition, organic food materials are manufactured, and here he placed eukaryotic, multicellular, green plants, and the name of kingdom is Plantae. So, kingdom Plantae includes all eukaryotic multicellular green plants. Absorption means soluble organic food materials directly taken into the cell, and this capability found in a special group of organisms that is called fungi. And here Whittaker placed eukaryotic, multicellular, fungus, and the name of fourth kingdom was kingdom fungi. Ingestion is also a special type of heterotrophic mode of nutrition in which there is engulfment of solid food particles, and this capability is found especially in the case of animals. So, here he included eukaryotic, multicellular, animals, and the name of fifth kingdom was kingdom Animalia. So, by using these 5 criteria, Whittaker formed the 5 kingdom: kingdom Monera, Protista, Plantae, Fungi and Animalia. Now, we just reached from 2 kingdom to 5 kingdom by seeing the 3 main demerits of the 2 kingdom system of classification. Just we go through the first demerit of 2 kingdom system of classification. The first demerit of 2 kingdom system of classification was prokaryotes and eukaryotes are placed in the same kingdom. Is that demerit present in this 5 kingdom? Answer is no. Why? Because for prokaryotic organisms, Whittaker formed the kingdom Monera. In rest of the 4 kingdoms, only eukaryotic organisms are placed. For example, Protista eukaryotic, Plantae eukaryotic, Fungi eukaryotic, Animalia eukaryotic. So, first demerit was not present. Second demerit was unicellular and multicellular organisms are placed in the same kingdom, but here for unicellular organisms, Whittaker formed a separate kingdom, and that kingdom is kingdom Protista. In the rest of the 3 kingdoms, only multicellular organisms are placed. For example, in Plantae multicellular, Fungi multicellular, Animalia multicellular. So, second demerit also gets solved. The third demerit was autotrophic and heterotropic organisms are placed in the same kingdom. This demerit is also not in the 5 kingdom, because for autotrophic organisms, Whittaker formed the single kingdom, that is the kingdom Plantae. For heterotropic organisms, he framed the 2 kingdom, that is kingdom Fungi and kingdom Animalia. So, by going through this 5 kingdom system of classification, we sorted out all the 3 demerits of the 2 kingdom system of classification. But in my view, or in most of the taxonomists' view, this 5 kingdom system of classification is also not enough. Why? There are too many things yet to explain. The first thing is Archaebacteria and Eubacteria are placed in the same kingdom, that is in kingdom Monera, but evolutionary sequences said that or indicates that there is quite differences between these 2 groups of organisms. For example, the composition of the cell wall is quite different of Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. The nucleotide sequence of rRNA of Archaebacteria also differ from the nucleotide sequence of rRNA of the Eubacteria. So, these 2 organisms should be placed in separate kingdom. This is the first major work where we have to do. And another, the major problem was there is no places of viruses in this kingdom, in this 5 kingdom system of classification, and some of the major demerits are Chlamydomonas is unisexual, but it is placed in algae, that is along with the multicellular organism. Yeast is also unicellular, but it is placed in kingdom Fungi along with the multicellular. These are the main demerits of this 5 kingdom system of classification. So, just I am going to discuss about the 6 kingdom system of classification.